actually an absolute privilege to be able to stand in this space today and to be able to speak to you and to you girls in particular. So for those who might not know me, I'm Di Hobbs, and I, with Pete, head up the work of the Salvation Army here on the Bellarine Peninsula. I'm also Vice President of your school council, and I'm also on your school finance committee, and I'm an ambassador and representative for your school's Respectful Relationships program. I've also been a strong advocate for your Kids Matter program and student voice. Within our role as Salvation Army officers, which is quite complex and diverse, we fight for the equal rights of humanity. And we believe strongly in the fact that everyone has been created for a purpose, and we are passionately committed to support, encourage, and empower others to reach their full physical, mental, and spiritual potential, of which, with all these three things together, inextricably linked, completes a person. International Women's Day is significant because it is a global day celebrating the economic, political, and social achievements of women in the past, present, and future. And we have listened to the stories of two historically significant women, Anne Drysdale and Caroline Newcomb, who have influenced this area considerably through the bold and courageous lives that they lived and their legacy that lives on today, so that we can learn from their example. It is a day when women are recognised for their achievements, regardless of divisions, whether national, ethnic, linguistic, cultural, economic, or political. What an honourable way of recognising and acknowledging women and their equal value within society, many of whom have sacrificed much so that us girls can have a voice where we once didn't. The battle for gender equality, however, has not yet been satisfied, and there are many women and girls around the world still today who are marginalised because of their gender, and their rights to freedoms that we might sometimes take for granted, such as education, employment opportunities, voting rights, to name a few, are restricted and or discouraged. And I understand that a few of you have been researching a story of Malala, a Pakistani activist for female education. What a sacrificial stand that she has made internationally so that women can be seen as equals within society, and has advocated for educational opportunities and rights for girls that have been previously not available to them. When I was preparing for this presentation today, I couldn't help but reflect on the many women who have significantly influenced my life and continue to do so, and recognise that I would not be the woman that I am today if not for them. I am personally grateful for those women who have paved the way for me, for us, so that today we might have the opportunities that were not afforded to them. And I am grateful that they dared to stand courageously amidst and despite much opposition and adversity. You girls have been identified and chosen by the school as representatives of those who reflect the school values and show potential leadership ability. One of my greatest passions is empowering and encouraging others, especially girls in leadership. Today, I'm so excited to have been given the opportunity to be here and to encourage you on your journey and to congratulate you on being amazing girls today and women of tomorrow. One of my favourite verses that I would often repeat to myself and keep in the back of my head when I was growing up, which I want to share with you now, is the verse, "Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all, in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity." Historically, the combination of purple, green, and white to represent International Women's Day were chosen because purple also symbolises justice and dignity, while white represents purity and green symbolises hope. Today, I want to remind and to reinforce you each. Do not let anyone look down on you because you are young. Your voice is important. Your lives are important, and who you are and the choices that you make right now today and long into the future will create ripples of goodness and influence positive change, potentially not only within this local community, but your influence may be felt around the world and, like Anne and Caroline, spoken of for future generations. Recognise and understand that your voice and your presence in this world matters, regardless of your gender. Be proud of who you are. And my prayer for you is that your lives will be the physical reality of these combined colours, purple, green and white. That you are, and always will be, girls who stand up for justice, dignity and hope. Especially at times when you might feel discouraged, that what you have to say might not feel important. And I encourage you girls to walk boldly and unashamedly, to be all that you have been created to be with your unique and individual gifts and talents. Yes, we might all look very different to each other right around the world. And yes, we might not always agree with each other either. But today is a great day to celebrate our unity amidst our diversity and respect each other in all that we are. And just as you have already been recognised by the school as leaders, I encourage you to continue to be the wonderful role models that you are to those around you and to the greater community, like those who have gone before you.